what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 90210 show. My name is Mark. With me as always is my beautiful girlfriend, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up, Hillbilly Mark?
Not much. I don't know, having a stroke over here or something. It is May...
It is
15th? No, 16th. May 16th, 1997. And we have just completed Season 5 of 90210.
No, we just started
We
season
just
6.
started Season 6 of 90210.
Yeah, this is the new season now.
Oh, what a season premiere it is.
Like, the intro is different. Andrea's gone.
The
The parents are gone.
It's the same music, but...
Yeah. But, like, Andrea and the parents are gone because we knew they were leaving.
Yeah.
And now they've been replaced with Claire.
Claire finally gets to frolic with the rest of the cast
And-
in that weird studio with just blankets on the wall or whatever, like sheets. Colored sheets are all over the walls. It's like they're getting their high school yearbooks photos taken.
Right? Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray is also there.
I know Ray's there too.
Not happy
Sears
about
studio.
that. Like, doesn't that mean he's not going anywhere this season? I don't like that.
Yes, he's a main member of the cast.
He's horrible.
It means he's getting paid more. I mean, good for Jamie, whatever his name is, Walters?
Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm really pissed. I thought we were going to finally get rid of his ass.
Yeah, because he was beating the shit out of Tori's family.
Throwing her down the stairs, yeah.
Right.
Apparently, they spent the whole summer on a boat with her parents.
Yeah, weird.
Very weird.
Confined space altogether.
That would be awful. But they all seem so happy.
And the dad's like, who would have known that such landlubbers like us would be so good in the sea?
Apparently, they enjoyed fishing and stuff.
Yeah, well, maybe they enjoyed each other's poles because...
Oh, jeez.
We know that, what's her name's not giving it up.
Right.
Donna.
But her mom obviously still hates
Her
him.
mom's doing it.
The fuck? Well, she is a cheater. So.
Yeah, that's true. Her mom, and so is he. Her mom, that would have been scandalous. Her mom hates Ray, yeah.
Like, even though she acts like she likes him and they spent all this time together, but yeah, she's a bitch. She's a two-faced bitch.
I kind of hate, like, I don't know what happens with these writers. They set up things, they tease things, then they go on their summer hiatus or whatever, their 2-month summer break. Mm-hmm. And then they come back and they were like, all that stuff we set up, just throw that fucking out the window.
For sure.
Just throw it out the window and we'll come up with some excuse why it didn't go anywhere. It's a tease with absolutely no payoff for no reason.
Yeah,
he beats the fuck out of her, and they're apparently not following that storyline up at all.
Well, I mean, just because he didn't hit her today doesn't mean he's not going to hit her again. I am sure he will continue to abuse her, and I am sure that the relationship will end in that.
I hope so.
Well, I mean, if not, then shame on the writers for, like, acting like, oh, you can just push through that.
Literally.
Just
push
stay
down
in
the
there.
stairs through it. If you take a couple of good beatings, ladies, then eventually they'll leave you alone.
Yeah, then he'll be your knight in shining armor.
Right. You'll change him exactly like you want to.
So, Donna's parents had a big party on their boat.
Yeah.
What was this? Like, we've returned from our summer trip thing?
Correct. Okay. Yeah.
Like, that didn't seem like a big enough boat to have a big-ass party, but they did.
Yeah.
And during the party, one of the guests...
Roy Scheider was there.
Who?
Roy Scheider.
Who's that?
From Jaws.
Okay.
He was saying, this should be a bigger boat.
But one of the guests took her ring off to wash her hands. Who does that?
I don't know.
That's weird. I don't take my ring off to wash my hands.
Germaphobes, I guess? I don't know.
I guess. But, like, what does germaphobe have to do with it?
No.
When you want to wash the ring if you're a germaphobe?
That's Whitney Houston's worst song. What's germaphobe got to do, or Tina Turner, got to do with it?
I don't know. But she left her ring there. Like, if I'm putting on lotion, I'll take off a ring. Because I don't want to get lotion on the ring, but just to wash your hands, whatever.
Yeah. Is her ring just covered in shit? Because she takes it off every time she's doing stuff with her hands all day.
Right.
The ring's on. But when she's getting clean, she makes sure that ring doesn't get clean, too.
Yeah. It's weird.
Ring just looks like shit.
So, and then Ray's in the bathroom right after her.
Yeah.
And then the ring's gone.
Right.
So then Donna's mom's like, oh, I think, Ray
it must
might
be
have
Ray.
taken it. And of course, Donna stands up for him.
Mm-hmm.
And, whatever, they don't find the ring. And
then Robbie comes up and he's like, yeah, Ray. What happened to the ring?
Right?
Very suspicious. I'm a cop. Sounds just like him.
Right. But they're like rooting their own party because they like make everybody like feel uncomfortable and they're like questioning everyone. Like they're making jokes about how they're going to get searched now and stuff.
Right.
Like it seemed like a bad move. But yeah, so later, are we just going to follow this all the way through or should we save it?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think of Claire, by the way? Just right off the bat, first of all, what do you think of Claire?
What does Claire have to do with anything we're talking about right now?
Claire's the one that said, I'm going to leave before the strip search starts.
Oh, okay. What do I think of her?
She's got a brand new look.
She does?
Yeah, she's got a big blowout to her hair and whatever, and she just looks, I don't know, they've really, it's like when she was first on the show, they were like, they gave her, she did her own makeup or whatever, you know what I mean?
Mm.
She's like, do your own hair and makeup, like we're not wasting time on you. Now that she's like a main member of the cast, she has been 90210-ized. She's been Beverly Hillized. She's been turned into one of, because she's getting the full style treatment. I think she looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I think she always looked good, but yeah.
Looks better than before.
Okay. I think Kelly looks a lot better this season too, but
yeah. I still don't like the hair that short, but
no. I hate her hair, but she looks better. They're doing better with her makeup.
Yeah, agreed.
I think that's because she's like model Kelly. Like if there were like Barbies of her, she would be
model Kelly.
She'd be the model Kelly Barbie.
Yeah.
Prettier makeup.
That's right.
So they're all together.
Model Kelly Barbie comes with its own Epicac and
God,
barf bag.
Right? But at the end of the
Bottle of
episode,
champagne and a pack of cigarettes.
she does not smoke.
That's the model's diets.
Right.
Champagne and cigarettes.
At the end of the episode,
Yeah.
they're all together, and Ray gives Donna his jacket, which, speaking of Ray, like, he was actually at a function like a normal person. It was weird.
Yeah, he was acting like a normal person. He was like, oh, I think maybe your friends don't hate me.
Yeah. And in the pocket of the jacket, of course, Donna finds the ring. So now that's how the whole episode ended, was like, oh, Ray's
and it's the weirdest interaction ever.
What do you mean?
Because she finds the ring and she's like, oh my God, what's her name's ring? And she just comes right out. This is normal. Just comes right out and says, hey, I found this in your pocket. And he was like, oh, yeah, well, I didn't, steal it or whatever. But he doesn't come right out and he's like, look, I don't know. Like, he doesn't act shocked. Mm-hmm. He doesn't act surprised. He's not like, what the fuck? How did that get in there? What is going on? Donna, someone's trying to set me up, I swear. Or
right.
Whatever. Like, he doesn't say any of that. He's just like, oh, okay. I guess you all think I did it now. It's like, what should they think?
Right.
Defend yourself, you fucking dick.
I figured he did do it the way that he said that.
Yeah, me too.
But then it sounded like he was saying he didn't.
Yeah, well, Steve's like, I believe him. Tell us how the ring got. Whatever. He's like, shut the fuck up, Steve. Get off of me. And he pushes him back and everything. And I think what happened is the mom stole the ring and planted it in his jacket. Hmm. Now, this is like a supervillain style plan.
Right.
How she knows that Donna would somehow discover it. Like, oh yeah, eventually she'll borrow his jacket and discover it there. Like, why wouldn't she think he'd discover it long before her?
Which would have made more sense.
Because it's in his own pocket.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to work out perfectly the way it does, but I think she's trying to break them up, and I think that's what happened.
Yeah, and I mean, that does make sense considering she tried to pay him to go away before.
Yeah. Now, if it turns out, that's the ridiculous soap opera-y kind of thing that they might do. If instead they're like, no, he really just did steal it, then that would be at least believable.
Yeah, I mean, I want him to have stolen it. I want them to break up. I want him to go away.
He just calmly says, yeah, I stole it and I put it in my own jacket pocket, real master thief or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's not a defense.
No. If anything, it's a really weird confession.
Right.
So that's what's going on with them. The episode actually had started with Kelly on a plane.
Oh, God. This was so dumb.
This was really weird. And she's talking to some dude.
This dude comes up and he's like, my seat's in the back and I don't like to sit alone. Can I sit next to you?
He did that? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay.
He pretended like he didn't know her.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're talking and stuff, and then...
he slowly starts to like, caress her hand.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about where they live and stuff like that. They're being very flirty. And there are a lot of fucking horny people on this plane.
Right?
That was the first thing that I thought of is, like, if I was on a plane and this was happening, I wouldn't even be paying attention to this.
No, for sure.
But, yeah, these people around here are really fucking looking lustfully.
Yeah, they're all watching them.
Yeah.
So then they
It's
kiss.
like free Skinamax or whatever.
Yeah. Then they kiss.
And he says, have you ever heard of the Mile High Club or whatever? And oh, it's easy to join. And then he goes over to the bathroom and she, like, follows him.
Yeah. So, like, I remember, Mark, you were like, this must be a movie that she's filming or something.
Yeah.
Because it did kind of have that kind of quality. But
Well, and because all the background extras were fucking mugging for the camera with their tongues out. And I'm thinking, like, that's not how any director would ever direct. If this was supposed to be a real scene, that's how they'd never direct it. So I thought it was supposed to be a movie. But it turns out they knew each other. They know each other. They're dating. And they met in New York when she was in New York modeling for the summer. And I guess they just get their kicks out of making everyone around them horny, which is fucking weird.
Well, it's kind of like in When a Man Loves a Woman. You remember that movie?
When a man loves a woman. Nah, I don't remember that movie.
We did that movie for the show.
We did it?
Yeah. But it's Andy Garcia and Meg Ryan.
Andrew Garcia.
And they did that all the time. They'd pretend that they didn't know each other. That was like their thing. And then they'd like start making out.
A long time ago we did this for the show.
Yeah, I guess. It's a really good movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It kind of bums me out that you don't remember.
He was a drunk or something, right?
She was a drunk.
That's right. She was a drunk. And there was an affair or something like that, maybe?
No.
Just her being a drunk. And then they meet at a party at the end, right? Or something like that. He, like, comes up to her. They separate for a while.
Yeah.
And then he, like, comes back to her and does the same thing at the beginning of the movie that he did at the end, right?
Yeah, where he pretends he didn't. No, he's talking to her about his wife, and it's cute.
Oh, yeah, it's her.
My wife has a million different kinds of smiles.
Yeah. Okay, I remember the movie. It's a good movie.
So that interaction kind of reminded me of them. So
not nearly as well written or as well done.
No, but
and with a lot more horny middle-aged people on a plane.
For sure. So, yeah, so she's dating, and he's an artist who Claire apparently has, heard of. And apparently Claire also has a photographic memory, we find out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because
Claire's become like the fucking Uber child.
Uber child?
Yeah, the Ubermensch.
Okay.
What?
You mean like she's like the golden child?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ubermensch.
Okay.
It's German for like ultimate man or whatever. But it's like, it means like the Superman, essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she's become.
But yeah, she apparently had read something about his work in something one time. Like
a magazine.
And she was able to recite it perfectly.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
The whole thing's fucked up.
And she's looking, like you said, she's looking at him the whole time like she wants to fucking eat him or something.
Oh, God, yes, she is.
And it's Kelly's boyfriend. And like, if I were Kelly, I'd be irritated by that. But she's all, when he leaves the room, she's all like, oh, what do you think? He's so hot, right? Like she's encouraging this. Like,
don't encourage Claire.
No.
She'll chain herself to the bed.
Right? And spread her damn legs. That is what she does. I'm sorry, but she wants to be a whore. She's just very unsuccessful.
Yeah, she's no Valerie.
No. Yeah, that's right. She should be looking up to Valerie, but she hates her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing at that boat party. Valerie showed up with her friend. Oh, let's talk about that for a minute. So Brandon comes home.
Brandon's been away all summer. They all go away all summer.
Except for Valerie.
Because that's what happens on these shows.
Yeah. I wish that my life was full of that much travel.
That explains why we didn't see them during the summer.
Right.
And then we get all the exposition.
So Brandon walks in the house and there's no furniture and he's like, hello, anybody home? Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. He goes in his bedroom.
It says on the sign, for the for sale sign, it says in escrow.
Yeah.
Like it ever fucking says that.
Never.
It just says sold or for sale.
Yeah. And
it's like we're at the mortgage brokerage stage. It's like fucking updating the neighborhood on how the sale's going.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like, why do we need to know that?
Right.
But so he walks in and there's just a mattress on the floor of his room with blankets on it.
Yeah.
And he flops down on his bed, I guess. But I mean, all their stuff is in storage.
Yeah, I mean, it's not his bed anymore because
Right.
he's been staying in Boston for 3 months.
And he says, and I quote, someone has been sleeping in Papa Bear's bed.
Yeah.
What, Brandon? What are you doing? And then...
This is worse than when you showed up in the summer with a goatee.
Yeah. And then this chick just kind of crawls out of the blankets and crawls on top of him. It's not Valerie.
No, it's a redheaded ginger.
Like, what did you think in this moment?
I don't know.
I thought
Valerie was fucking this girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought maybe she was like, like a hobo, like just like living in their house.
Oh, that's funny. Well, we know how much Brandon loves hobos.
Well, no, that's Dylan.
Go back. No. Brandon took in that homeless dude. It turned out to be like a veteran or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back and listen to that episode of 3-4 seasons ago.
Yeah, she's just randomly on top of him, this strange girl, and he asks who she is, and she's like, does it matter?
Yeah. And then they start kissing.
Yeah, he's like, no, I guess not. What are you doing? And then Valerie walks in and looks way too happy.
Yeah.
Like, she looks horny watching them. Like, she looks like she wants to get in the bed with them.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be a situation like, whatever. Because the last we saw them, they were making out hardcore.
Yeah, like, why did they not follow through with any of that?
Well, yeah, tell them what happened.
Well, that we hear about how apparently when they got naked, they both started laughing, and that was the end of it.
Uncontrollably.
I'm sorry, they are both too attractive for that to be true. Right. Although, on Friends, when Ross and Rachel were kissing for the first time, she kept laughing.
Yeah.
Because she's like, all I could think is that Ross's hands are on my butt. So, I mean, I guess it's possible that because they grew up together, that's how they'd feel. Like, I had said that before. Like, the kiss would feel like a sister or something. But again, that did not look like that.
No.
So I think that they changed their minds or something.
Well, I absolutely think they changed their minds. I have no idea why, but I think that's for sure what happened.
And Valerie seems sad about it. Like, she didn't want it to not work out.
Yeah.
Like, I think she wants to take back the laughter.
Yeah.
But it turns out this lady is Ginger, her best friend from Minnesota.
Yeah, she's a ginger named Ginger.
Right. It's fucked up. Like, I mean, I guess maybe her parents knew she'd be a redhead. Well, maybe they're all redheads.
Wow.
I don't know. Can you imagine naming a kid Ginger and then they're not a redhead?
Let me ask you a question. Ginger, as a derogatory term for a redheaded person, does that come from Ginger from Gilligan's Island? Because she had red hair?
I think it comes from the fact that ginger is pink or red.
Oh.
Like the spice.
Okay. I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why they named Ginger on Gilligan's Island.
Maybe.
Who did you like, Ginger or Marianne?
I don't know.
I liked Ginger.
I didn't really have an opinion on the matter because that was a long time ago, and I was, not alive when that show was popular.
I hate you don't know that. I hate Gilligan's Island.
I don't know that I wasn't alive when the show was popular.
In the 1960s, maybe you were.
I really, really wasn't, though.
All right.
Grandpa.
Well, I was.
So it turns out, then we find out like they said, the sales and escrow, whatever the fuck that even means.
It means it's like pending, basically, I think.
And the realtor said, when she stops by, says in this offhand way, like, oh, you could trash the place. They're going to tear it down.
Yeah, they're tearing the entire house down.
Why in the world would they do that?
The last we heard, it was a couple from Hong Kong
Right.
that was moving here.
Right.
Why are they going to buy this house and tear it down? It's not a bad house.
No.
Like, they just want the land, I guess. Like, they're going to build their own house. It's so fucking weird. It's a residential area. It's not like they're going to build a business or anything. Like,
Yeah.
Like, they're going to build a fucking water park right there. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, all they could do is build another house. And why would you buy... If you were going to build your own house, which people do...
Right.
But why would you buy land that already had a house on it so that you had to go through the expense and time to tear that house down to then just build a different house to the same... It would. I mean, you know, you could make it different, obviously, but there are regulations. There's code. You know, you couldn't make it a wider footpath or anything like that. It would have to be, or footprint, it would have to be the same size footprint house in there. You couldn't make it bigger than that. Like, if you're going to build your own house, I don't know a ton about real estate, but I would imagine that if someone was going to build their own house, they buy a parcel of land that is undeveloped, that has nothing on it.
Yeah.
And you can build the house to whatever specifications you want, you know, within the confines of the land you bought.
Yeah, it's very weird and makes no sense, but, you know, they're just using it for the fucking story, so whatever. So then Steve's like, oh my gosh, they're going to tear it down. You know what that means. And of course it's Steve. Steve. Like, sometimes I think he's decent, and then he does stupid shit like this.
Steven. How dare you?
So he talks Brandon into having a party.
Big blowout.
Where they buy spray paint cans, and everybody's spray painting the house. And, like, Muntz was swinging from the chandelier, apparently.
There's fucking trash in this house.
Yeah.
The entire time, his parents are trying to get him on the internet. On AOL Instant Messenger or whatever. Or email. They're like, Brandon, you know, call us or message us as soon as you get this.
Yeah, and he's just ignoring them.
It's like, you got mail.
And then, like, you hear glass breaking the whole time. She's like busting out the windows, I think, upstairs.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the realtor shows up.
In the middle of the party.
In the middle of the fucking night. I mean, it's like nighttime on a weekend. They're having a party.
Realtor, Candace, is fucking weird.
Yeah. And she's just like, oh no, I was trying to reach you to tell you the sale fell through.
Yeah, fell out of escrow. They're not buying the house anymore. And she goes, so it's all yours. That's not how this works.
Right?
Like, a sale doesn't fall through and the realtor's just like, well, fuck it. That sale fell through. We're done.
Right?
I'm washing my hands of it. You find another buyer.
And, you know, it's all her fucking fault that they she planted the idea.
Yeah.
You could trash the place. Why would you say that? She's an adult.
Why would you say that to some teenagers?
Right. So, and then Nat had come earlier and brought, like, foot-long sandwiches and stuff, and he's like, oh, the only way you'd invite me to a party. Which, yeah, because you're, like, 50, 60 years old. What the fuck?
Yeah, come on, Nat. The fuck? Hang out with some people your own age.
And then he's going to leave, and Brandon's like, oh, why are you taking off? He's like, I can't stomach any more of this. This is your home. What are you doing? Yeah. Like,
used to be a good kid, Brandon.
What the fuck, Nat? Like, why the guilt? I don't get it.
It's so weird.
So, yeah, so now Brandon has trashed the house that they have not sold, and his parents are going to kill him, because, like, of course. And the realtor, that's probably why she's like, it's all yours. She's like, I'm not going to fucking sell this piece of shit now.
Right. But they're all talking. This is before they find the ring. They're all sitting there talking because the party's winding down. They're about to kick everyone out. And, you know, they're like, well, we'll help you out. And it's going to take some money and some time. And Brandon's like, yeah, your money, Steve. Because it was his idea.
Well, Steve's got the money, too. So
he does. So, yeah, they're gonna fix it up. But then he says to Valerie, he's like, I don't know how I've become this or whatever. And he's like, I don't know what he's become, a teenager. But right? He's like, do you think if I talk to Jim and Cindy, I could convince them not to sell the house? And
let me live here.
Yeah, I'm not leaving. This is my home.
Because of what Nat said?
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Like, Brandon
what about your home in Minnesota?
Right? He's so easily manipulated. He really is. Like, he didn't want to have the party, but he had the party, and now he feels like he's a piece of shit because Nat said so.
Right,
like,
he wants to be a politician, but yeah, he changes with every blow of the wind.
Him with any kind of power would be dangerous.
No, because all you have to do is get one bad person in his ear.
Yeah. So
Valerie would be like, pass an initiative that all women can go topless.
right. So
I know it makes sense.
And then, Valerie said that Ginger and her are probably going to get a place together, but I wonder if Brandon is going to keep the house if she's going to stay there then.
I would assume.
Oh, and probably Ginger too.
Yeah.
They'll all live together.
That's my guess.
They'll all end up in bed together at some point.
No, I don't think so. I know you want that to happen. And that would be an interesting thing to happen on the show, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, probably not.
He might date Ginger for a while, but I don't think anything's going to happen with Valerie.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Ginger wants him. Ginger is telling Valerie, like, I want to take my shot. Are you okay with it and stuff? So,
yeah.
And Valerie's like, I thought you already did. She's like, well, that was just playing.
I was just flirting around. Now I'm going to put the hardcore press on him.
So, I mean, it sounds like she was trying to sleep with him when she first saw him, but now she wants to date him. I think that's the difference.
Right.
So, although I got to say, like, the best way to get a guy to date you is not necessarily to try to have sex with him the instant you see him.
It's not the worst way either.
I guess. Oh, and Nat was in the intro.
Yeah, Nat's part of the intro too now.
So, do you think they're paying him more now too?
Yeah.
So
sure.
they're going to use him more then.
That's the way it works. Like with the above the. It's not above the fold, but whatever they call it. If your name is in the beginning because you're a main member of the cast, it's different pay than like if your name is lower down.
Well, his
special guest stars and stuff like that, they get the lower billing and they get lower pay.
His name was always in the beginning, but he wasn't always in the intro.
No, his name was like and Joe Tada, or like he was an and.
Okay.
That's less money. But yeah, they'll probably use him a little bit more, I would think.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, he's still in business with Valerie and Dylan. So.
Yeah, apparently the Peach Pit After Dark has become like the hottest club in L.A.
So Valerie should, like you said, be able to afford her own place.
Well, I guess that's why she was talking about, going out on her own.
And why would she leave? Like, she was talking about maybe going to Minnesota, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's stupid. But Dylan went on his world tour by himself.
Yeah, what? How fun was that?
Right? Or did he just go to Hawaii?
No, he went on a world tour by himself.
Oh, yeah, he said his passport's full of stamps.
Should have just gone to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And spent time with his sister that they can conveniently forget about.
But I don't really think much was going on.
Because she's turned to dust. That's why.
Right. I don't remember much was going on with him other than he came back from his trip.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
he's looking for his dad's killer.
Yeah, that's what's happening with him.
Yeah, and he gets Kelly to go with him.
He's searching for the real killers like OJ.
Right. But yeah, he goes to his dad's storage locker. He gets Kelly to go there with him, and then he puts the moves on her, and she's like, no.
Well, to be fair, she grabs his face in a very loving, like, I'm about to kiss you way.
That's true.
Like, she puts her hand right underneath his chin and caresses his cheek.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see how he would think she wanted him to kiss her, but she did not.
No, because she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah, but I think part of her did.
That's not going to last.
Right. Part of her wants him.
It's like that Ginger and this artist, dude. They're not going to be on the show long.
No, but like we thought the same thing about, Claire and Ray. So
I wonder if Ginger knows what kind of danger she's courting going after Brandon. Can end up in the desert.
Right. Yeah, and like with all the women that want him to.
Yeah.
I mean, at least Claire's supposed to. And Valerie. And Ginger now.
That's who Donna's going to lose her virginity to is Brandon.
I think she'd be more likely to lose her virginity to Dylan.
Yeah, that's true.
They have some chemistry. But I think she will end up with David eventually. We'll see, though.
I do, too.
The longer they're apart, the less I'm sure of it, though. I don't know what this show's going to do.
Oh, Claire and David are broken up, by the way, too.
Yeah,
that's
they just threw
something
that in there.
Happened off screen.
Yeah, like they're just conveniently together when they want them to be and not when they want them to be.
Yeah. And David got a bad haircut.
Yes. Oh, yeah, he shaved his head. It looks awful. He looks like the Alan Barbie doll. That's what he looks like with earrings.
I remember when you explained who Alan was.
Yeah, we got
Alan and Midge.
Right. We got model Kelly Barbie. And now we have David's Alan Barbie.
David Allen Greer.
There we go.
It's a local reference.
I still want them to make a Donna Barbie, though. I'm sad that there's not a Donna Barbie.
Yeah, there's still a Brenda.
Yeah, there's a Brenda and a Kelly and a Dylan. Oh, wait, is there a Donna? There's a fifth one. There's Brandon and Dylan and Brenda and Kelly. Who's the other one? Is it Donna? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. She has a doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, because Brenda, but there's only 2 guys.
Right.
Because Brenda's screwed if Dylan breaks up with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what were we talking about?
I don't know. I was getting ready to wrap it up because I think we're done.
No, we were talking. Dylan. Dylan's going after his so he talks to his dad's cellmate.
Oh yeah. Wow, there's a lot that went on with him that just did not implant.
And he was like, "Yeah, I know who killed him." It's like, really? Barely fucking everyone does.
So from prison, he knows. That's weird.
And so he just tells him.
Yeah. So he's some kind of big, powerful dude, though.
And Dylan's got Brandon on board to try to help take him down. So they're going to be like the fucking Hardy Boys going after this dude. That's what it's going to turn into. This has the potential to get so fucking ridiculous.
Well, here's the thing, though, is the show is getting ridiculous, and it's like acting more and more like a soap opera. They're doing like that. Bah, bah,
oh
like
yeah.
Frame,
yes, going into commercial. They do like where they show it's like a blue background and then it just says 90210 and it's like a musical sting going into commercial, kind of like on Melrose Place how they do like a slow motion of the scene you just saw and do the
yeah, they're not even like trying to not be a soap opera anymore. They're just leaning all heavy into it. It's awful.
Yeah,
they need to stop it.
Well, they're not going to.
I don't like it.
I can imagine it's only just going to get worse and worse and worse.
They need to be better.
It's trash TV now.
Get your shit
Might as
together.
well be on Fox. It is on Fox.
So, yeah, that's it. That's the show.
Yeah, that was the episode for the week, Carol.
So you
Tell the people where they can...
You can write us at latefee1994 at AOL.com.
Yep.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Uh-huh.
And tell your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.